Hello, Craig Cunha, John R. Wood Properties. Hey, I wanted to just quickly address a couple things before we get to the market numbers. One of the questions that I get a lot, obviously, is what's the market doing? Or how much is my home worth? I've addressed what the market's doing down below, and I've also put some available properties, 3-bedroom, 2-bath homes. Some are golf access, others are pool homes, but you'll see those down below the video. So you can click through those links and see what's going on in the market. But as far as what's my home worth, well, quite honestly, your home's worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. And one of the problems we're having right now in our market is we see these numbers and we want to say whether we have 6 months of inventory or 4 months or 8 months. But we're seeing false numbers because there's so many people that are kind of gambling on the market right now to see what they can get for their home. And we're seeing price reductions on a daily basis that are double digits. Today's, for example, there was over 56 of them. So we see a lot of people having to make price adjustments because they started overpriced. So if you want to give yourself a fair shot at selling your property, you have to come in at the right price. Talk to a professional, have somebody come and assess it based upon recent sales and potential trends. But we can't look at all the homes out there that are asking a price and say, well, if they're asking that, then I should ask this, because that never really works out. The other thing related to what's my home worth is a lot of folks will either use online sources, like that big Z company everybody knows, and others will talk to their neighbors, or the neighbor's home sold for this or sold for that. Well, the problem with that is that if you weren't in the neighbor's home to see what it was, you can't really compare it fairly to your home to know if it was a true comparable. Pictures can tell you one thing, but being in the home and having your eyes on it firsthand it helps quite a bit. So anyway, get some help setting that number first and foremost. You don't want to be left on the market and then end up either not going through with your plans or settling for much less than you need to. Anyway, as far as the market right now, we're still in this pattern of seeing more properties leave the market than come on. That deficit is in the hundreds each week. And new construction is trying its best to keep up, but in speaking to a new home representative the other day, finding out that their inventory numbers are, number one, coming down. They can't keep up with that demand, but then we're seeing some supply issues as well, certain things to finish the home. So that could affect the completion times on the new construction. So be aware, if you are looking at new construction and you have to sell a home, you want to make sure that timing is lined up as well as you can. If you can possibly sell your home first and negotiate a way to stay in the home until you can move, that's probably the best thing to do so that you don't get locked into 2 mortgages. But if there's any topics that you would like to hear about that haven't been addressed yet, that obviously there's many more that we're going to discuss, but if there's something that's on the top of mind that you'd like to hear more about, go ahead and shoot a message out to me, email it, text it, call me, whatever you feel like doing. But also, if you see this on Facebook, click the like the page so you get more of these kind of videos coming to you, or click subscribe on the link for the YouTube videos when they hit there. Anyway, if you have any further questions, again, contact me whichever way you choose. You'll see my information all over the place. Thank you again for tuning in. I'll be back next week, and I'll try to keep giving you numbers on what the market's doing, but it seems like it's going to continue trending the way it is, and I'll dig up some more information for you that might be helpful. Thanks again. Have a great evening.